Welcome dear students. So we are ended up with the course computer graphics. In this lecture I'll take a few functions related to graphics programming lab. So I'll start with these three functions. I have cover up number of functions in your graphics programming lab. Now we are left with certain functions. So in this lecture I'll take up three functions. One is image size. Okay, the next one is your get image, and then we have the put image. Okay, so these three functions are used together. That is why I'm going to explain you these three functions. First of all, I'll cover up in this lecture the theoretical aspect of these three functions. Then I will demonstrate the working or implementation of these functions. So first of all, let us understand what is image size. Okay, so basically we have a screen and we have a memory part, that is a memory. Okay, so for, for example, you have drawn an object, maybe a circle or any other object, circle or a rectangle. Okay, and if we want to know what is the size, what will be the size required to store this image. So what we will do, basically we will create a rectangular region across this object. We will create a rectangular region across this object into which this object will be fit in, जिसके अंदर क्या होगा, ये ऑब्जेक्ट फिट हो जाएगा. एक रेक्टेंगुलर रीजन हम इसका क्रिएट करेंगे जो कि जिसके अंदर आपके क्या होगा, ये ऑब्जेक्ट फिट हो जाएगा. इफ इट अ रेक्टेंगुलर ऑब्जेक्ट ऑलरेडी ड्रॉन, then it is easy to know simply that what is the left top and what is the bottom right. So that will define a rectangle. Okay, if it is an arbitrarily any object, let's say you have drawn this, now you have to think of it, or you have to make an imaginary rectangle so that your object should be fit in within this rectangle. Okay, we can also take this rectangle bigger than that of in which it will be fit in, but it will be a waste of memory to store that object. Basically अगर हम ज़्यादा बड़ा रेक्टेंगल इमेजिनरी ले लेते हैं और ऑब्जेक्ट का साइज छोटा है, तो इमेज का साइज क्या रहेगा, ये पूरा कवर करेगा जितना हमने रेक्टेंगुलर रीजन लिया है. तो बेसिकली हम क्या करेंगे, वी विल हैव अ रेक्टेंगल restricting the object within this rectangle, and it should be nearly placed within that object. Okay, so that is the case. Okay, so what are the different parameters that we pass, what are the parameters that we pass within this, that is int left, int top, int right, and int bottom. Okay, so these three parameters we will pass into this. Okay, so these are the parameters of the image size function. Int left top, so it is defining a rectangle within which the object is fit in. Okay, So let's when we will be using this image size, we will use this image size function in when we use the get image function. Whenever we will use the get image function, we will be using this image size function. So image size function will return what it will do. Image size function will return, let me write it. It will return the number of bytes required to store a bit image. ओके, बिट इमेज को स्टोर करने के लिए कितनी बाइट्स की रिक्वायरमेंट होगी, तो वो इमेज साइज रिटर्न करता है. ओके, एंड इमेज साइज इज डिफाइनिंग द रेक्टेंगल, एंड विद इन दिस रेक्टेंगल वट एवर द नंबर ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट्स आर ड्रॉन और जनरेटेड, उसकी मेमोरी साइज कितनी होगी वो इमेज साइज डिफाइन करेगा. ओके, सो वी आर डिफाइनिंग दिस. सो and we are using this function, use this function with get image function. Okay, whenever we will use the get image function, we will use the image size. So when it will return the size, so we are going to hold that size in certain variable. Okay, तो हम उसको क्या करेंगे, we will declare a variable. Okay, so I have declared a variable, let's say int area. Okay, I have declared a variable int area. So let's say area is equal to image size. So whenever we will pass any values of int left, int top, right and bottom, okay, so image size will give the memory required to store this image. Okay, so that is return the number of bytes required to store a bit image. Fine. So if I rewrite it in terms of values, so area would be equal to, let's say I'm taking an example, image size. Okay, and it would, let's say it is 60 comma 60. Okay, 60 comma 60, then let's say 100. So this will be the declaration. So okay, if I have a screen, okay, and I have drawn any object, okay, that is lying within the region of 60 comma 60, okay, and 100 comma 100. So what will be the memory requirement to store this image? Okay, तो इस मेमोरी, इस पर्टिकुलर इस रीजन के अंदर जो भी ऑब्जेक्ट लाई कर रहे हैं उसको स्टोर करने के लिए कितनी मेमोरी रिक्वायर्ड होगी, तो ये इमेज साइज वो फंक्शन है जो आपको वो वैल्यू रिटर्न करेगा इन टर्म्स ऑफ बाइट्स. Okay, now you know the memory requirement to store this image. Okay, now you have to, next step would be to allocate the memory. To allocate the memory, your image size will only return the number of bytes required to store that image. Now you want to store this image into the memory. अब इस इमेज को कहाँ स्टोर करना है, हमें मेमोरी में स्टोर करना है. क्लियर? तो हमें यहाँ पे उतनी ही मेमोरी, जितनी मेमोरी यहाँ पे रिटर्न हुई है, ओके, लेट्स से यहाँ पे रिटर्न हुई है 2 बाइट्स, लेट्स से. ओके, तो अब हमें इतनी ही मेमोरी उसको स्टोर करने के लिए क्या करनी पड़ेगी, एलोकेट करनी पड़ेगी. एलोकेट करने के लिए हम फंक्शन यूज करते हैं, दैट इज memory allocation, that is malloc. Okay, and it is defined in dos.h header file. So means whenever we will be writing a program, तो यहाँ पे हम dos.h भी include करेंगे. अगर हम जब इसको यूज करें। फाइन, साइन। So here we will define, let's say I have defined a buff is equal to malloc area. Okay, what is buff? Buff is basically a character type pointer that is pointing to the memory location. तो जो ये मेमोरी है जितनी एलोकेट की है इस एरिया को, किसमें, मेमोरी के अंदर, ये जितना एरिया एलोकेट किया है, एलोकेट एरिया क्या है, 2 bytes. लेट्स से आई हैव टेकन एग्जांपल. So this character pointer buff will be pointing out that memory location where the memory has been allocated to store this image. Now which function will be used to store this image? Which function will be used to store this image into the memory? अभी तक हमने क्या किया है कि हमने इसका इमेज साइज निकाल लिया. ओके, दूसरी चीज हमने इसके लिए मेमोरी एलोकेट कर दी. ओके, 2 bytes, और इसको पॉइंट कर रहा है बफर. बफ इज अ पॉइंटर. ओके, नाउ इसमें हमें क्या करना है, सेव करना है इस पर्टिकुलर इमेज को, कंप्लीट एरिया को यहाँ जाके सेव करना है. टू सेव दिस इमेज वी विल यूज द फंक्शन that is get image. Okay, we will use the function get image. So get image will copies the image from screen to memory. Okay, so this is the case. So this get image, what it will do, get image will copies the image from the screen to the memory. Okay, or I can say that it saves the bitmap image, saves the bitmap image of the specified region into memory Okay, so memory कौन सी, जो आपने allocate की है. तो we can say the get image function will be used to copy the image. Okay, this we have copy the image into the memory screen, from the screen to the memory. And what parameters will pass into it? Okay, that is int top, int left, int right, and int bottom. Right, and if I pass certain, if I give you the example with it, so we can write get image from, that is 6060 100. Okay, and where we have to save it, the memory location, that is buffer, that we have allocated the memory at this location. So it is pointing that save the image at this location where the memory has been created to store this image. So get image will be a function that is copies the image from the screen to the memory, or you can say the copy saves the bit image of the specified region, and region is created, that is this region. Okay, for the specified region into the memory, this into the memory. Okay, so that is the function, get image function. Now once you have done this task, that is you have allocated the, you have calculated the requirement or the bytes required to store that bit image, and you have come across that you have copied the image from the screen to the memory. Now you can play around with the image using another function that is called the put image. Okay, so now here, okay, input image, what happens? Simply it output the bit image onto the screen. Okay, or you can say that put image puts the bit image that we have saved with the get image back onto the screen. Okay, simply it is giving जो हमने यहाँ पर गेट इमेज के थ्रू की तरह मेमोरी में सेव की है, उसको क्या करता है, आप पुट इमेज के यूज से आप क्या कर सकते हैं, स्क्रीन के ऊपर उसको दोबारा कॉल कर सकते हैं और आउटपुट कर सकते हैं बिट इमेज को ऑन टू द स्क्रीन. So what are the different parameters that we pass within this? That is int top, int left, then you have the buffer buff, that is simply, or you can buff the variable that is defined as pointer buff. Okay, then another parameter that is called int op, that is these are the operations that can be performed between these are the operations that can be performed between the image stored into the memory location and the image that is available on the screen, the area. Okay, so that certain operations can be performed, I'll tell you. So let's say, let's write one, what are the parameters that can be passed within it. Let's write certain example image. Let's say I have written this put image. So int top is the left top is the corner or a position where you are going to put this image from the buffer, from the memory. That is, let's say I have chosen any value, I want to put it at place 70 comma 50, and I have used buff, that is the whatever variable you have taken to store this image, buff, and then we are applying a, let's say I want to copy put. So this is the operation, that is you have to copy the image from the memory to the screen. So other operations that can be used are, one is copy put, another one is XOR put, you have AND put, you have OR put, it will do, another one is NOT put. Okay, so these operations can be performed between the image available in the memory and on the screen. These operations can be performed. So let me explain this. What does it mean that we will so let's take once again, let me write the put image function and I'll explain operands, how we will be using these operands. operations. Okay, so I have used put image. Let's say I have written 60, 70, comma, of, comma, XOR put. Let's say I've used this. And what are the other? We have AND put, not put, copy put. Okay, fine, fine. So how it will work basically? You have a screen and you have a memory. Okay, fine. So at this location 60, 70. So when we are talking about an image, every pixel will be having certain pixel values. Okay, so let me take a dot. Okay, and it has got certain intensity value, that is 1 0 0 0 1. Let's say 1 0 0 0 1 1 1. Okay, let's say one dot. So but the picture will be the collection of dots. There will be number of dots. Okay, and each dot will be having a pixel value. So the operation will be performed, the pixel available on the screen at that location, and the pixel available inside the memory. Between these two pixelate values, the operation will be performed. Operation can be of XOR put, AND put, NOT put, copy put. Let's say you have in a memory, the picture will be available forever. Okay, once you have used the get image, means the image will be available in the memory. Now you have to do the operation between the screen and the memory. So let's say you have 1 1 0 0 0 and 1 1 1. Okay, and I have placed this dot at this location 60 70. Okay, so what will be using a function copy, let's say copy put. Okay, using a copy put, so means this pixel will be copied over here. Okay, this will be a, I'm talking about a pixel right now, but this can be the complete image. जो buffer hold कर रहा है वो complete image होगी, तो पूरी image यहाँ पे आके copy हो जाएगी. ठीक है, so I'm just giving an example with a pixel, let's say, and picture is a collection of pixels. So this will be copied, so the code will be 1 pixel value क्या होगी 1 1 0, that I'm talking about the intensity value. So means the operation is performed between the intensity values 1 1 3 times 0 1. Let's say I have written this. Okay, now again I want to put this image on this location. Okay, and I perform the exclusive OR put, that is put image. I have applied this after performing put image. Okay, 60 70 and buff. Okay, हमने कॉपी पुट कर दिया, तो यहाँ पे कॉपी हो गया मेमोरी से स्क्रीन के ऊपर. अब हमने एक्सऑर पुट किया. Okay, copy से तो simply you have copied the code from this loop memory to this. Now when we will perform the exclusive OR operation, so what will happen with the exclusive OR? XOR की ट्रुथ टेबल क्या होती है? You have, let's say, two input, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. What will be the result of XOR? XOR का result क्या होगा? 0, 0, 0, 1, 1. That will lead to 0, and this will be 1. This will be 1. I hope you are able to understand the XOR table. Okay, so this will be the resultant. Fine. Now, if I'll perform a XOR operation between this, okay, between the location 6070 that is in the memory and the point that is made available, means दोनों जगह पे अब इस वक्त क्या है कि यहाँ पे भी इमेज है और आपकी यहाँ पर भी इमेज है ड्यू टू कॉपी पुट. Okay, now if I apply the put image, now again I want to put this image over here, then what will happen? XOR 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. Okay, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. And if I apply the XOR image, XOR, so 1, 1 will lead to 0, 1, 1 will lead to 0, 0, 0 will lead to 0, 0, 0 will lead to 0, 0, 0 will lead to 0, 1, 1 will lead to 0, 1, 1 will lead to 0, 1, 1 will lead to 0. Means if after this, if I apply the XOR put, then what it will do? It will erase the image from here. ओके, एक्सॉर पुट, बिकॉज इट हैज अप्लाइड द एक्सॉर पुट. तो 0, 0 क्या होगा कि आपका जो बैकग्राउंड वो आ जाएगा, यहाँ से क्या होगी इमेज आपकी 0, 0 हो जाएगी. अब मान लीजिए यहाँ पे पहले से ही 0, 0 होता, ठीक है. अब यहाँ पे मान लीजिए पहले से ही 0, 0 होता, ऑल जीरोज होते, तो क्या होता, इसके और इसके बीच में फिर क्या होता, एक्सॉर ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म होता. 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. ओके, ऑल जीरोज. Okay, now perform the OR operation, XOR operation. 1, 0, that will lead to 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, and 1. So means this is the same thing. Means if it is nothing is available over here, means if the image is in the memory and if it is not on the screen, XOR operation will put the image on the screen. Okay, if the image is on the screen, okay, and it is also in the memory, then what will happen, it will erase the image from the screen. Fine. So in this manner, the basically the operations will be performed between the pixel values of the image that is available on the in the memory and on the screen. Okay, सो एंड पुट क्या करेगा, एंड ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म करेगा. नॉट क्या करेगा, इसका इन्वर्स कर देगा. ठीक है, जहां पे 1, 1 है, so color will get changed. Okay, if it is 1, okay, if I perform a not operation to this pixel, okay, this is in the memory. Okay, let me erase to them. Okay, let's say this is the screen now. Okay, and if I use the put image, okay, and I want to put, let's say at 60, 70 or any other location, anywhere I want to put, let's say in 60, 70, let's say for example right now 70. Then we have the buffer from the memories हम क्या कर रहे हैं, इसको स्क्रीन पर रख रहे हैं इस लोकेशन पर. Okay, so it will start from here. If it is a circle, if it is a anything, so it will cover up a rectangular region starting from 60, 70, and it will cover up the complete rectangular region in this manner. Okay, so buffer, then we are applying an operation that is not put. Let's see. So what the not put will do, the pixel value is this. ओके, नॉट ऑपरेशन अप्लाई करेंगे तो इसका रिजल्ट क्या आएगा, इसका नॉट का ऑपरेशन क्या होगा, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, then 0. Now whatever the color value will be having for this intensity level will be displayed here. Okay, so that is the way your operations behave or work. Okay, I hope you are able to understand the working of these operations. So once again I'm repeating that put image will put the image from the buffer on the screen by performing the operation that can be of XOR port, it can be your copy port, it can be your AND port, NOT port, or port you can perform. So these operations will be performed. The pixel values of image stored into the memory and the pixel values available on the screen within that region where you are placing that image. Okay, so these operations will be performed accordingly. The result will be shown on the screen. Fine. So let's take example. Okay, let's take an example so that you can understand with the help of a code. Okay, now I have written these header files, you know it. Now stdio.h, conio.h graphics to initialize the graphics mode. Then we have the dos.h to use the malloc function or delay. Okay, function. So these files will be included within your program. Now main is started. Okay, then you having the declaration part, that is I told you that integer area has been declared. Okay, to hold the number of bytes that will be written by the image size. Then memory location where the image will be saved. Okay, so that is initialization of the graphic system. A color has been set up to draw a rectangle, that is a set color. Magenta is set and the rectangle is drawn and it is flood filled. It is filled with a boundary magenta, so it will be flooded filled with white color. Okay, it will be flood filled with a white color because its boundary color is magenta. So we have already covered these functions. Now what we are going to do, that we are going to store this rectangle. We have created a rectangle 60 60 100 100 flood fill. So we are going to store this rectangle size, that is image size 60 60. So this within this image size, this rectangle can be easily fitted. Okay, so it will be exactly fit in with this image size. So this image size will return the bytes required to store the bit image. So I have also written over here the statements which I have explained you in the slides. Okay, so this will return the bytes required to store this image, that is a rectangle. So area will be holding that. Now after this, once it is stored, now we will be using the get image function. Okay, so we have now area is holding the memory. Now the memory is allocated. Okay, you know how much memory is allocated, that is up to the amount of area. So memory allocation function malloc will be used to allocate the memory of this much amount. Okay, and the buffer is the character type pointer that will be pointing to this memory location, so buff. Okay, now we will get the image from this specified region, that is 60 60 100 100. ओके, इस रीजन से आपको पिक करना है और कहाँ स्टोर करना है, इस लोकेशन पे, बफ पे. ओके, so this is the get image function. So simple. Now put image function will output a bit image onto the screen. So put image का declaration क्या है आपका? That is int laptop void pointer that is pointing to the memory location, buffer and operation. So I have explained you the operations. Okay, so let's see. So this everything is commented, so don't go with the comment lines right now. Okay, so simply the code that is highlighted will run. So with this I have done only this. I'm not putting the image right now. So an image will be drawn and it will be stored. Simple. Compile. Okay, so this is done. Now after this, a rectangle is drawn with a magenta color and it is flooded with a white color, and it is saved and stored with the help of a get image into the memory. Okay, and the buffer will be a pointer that is pointing to that memory location, so that from where we can fetch it out using the put image function. Okay, now after this I will highlight it. I will highlight one by one. That is, let's say I want to use copy put image at this location. From the buffer I'm going to copy the image that is stored into the memory onto this specified location. Okay, so run. Fine. So you have a copy of it. Let's make it 150. Okay, so at this location it is shifted. So means you can, if I, let's say if I write put image once again and I 260, it will make another copy of it. Okay, two copies are fine. So in this manner your copy put function will work. Right? Now when I will execute this, let me highlight it. No, I will not going to run this. So I'll give you the effect of XOR put now. Let's say now I want to work with this XOR put function operation. So image is available on the screen. Okay, and on the same location, and the image is also available in the memory using the get image. Okay, at this at this stage only if I'll run a program, then it will show you that simply a rectangle is shown on the output screen and the image is also stored inside the memory. Okay, so if I will apply the XOR put right now, so what will happen? It will do the XOR operation between the pixel values available on the screen starting from the left top corner, okay, within that area, okay, and the image stored inside the memory. तो दोनों के बीच में क्या करे, XOR ऑपरेशन पिक्सल वैल्यूज पे अप्लाई करेगा. व्हेन आई विल अप्लाई इट, दोनों जगह एक ही है तो क्या हो जाएगा, दोनों जीरो हो जाएंगे. मैंने आपको एग्जांपल से समझाया था. ओके, नाउ इट इज gone. Now again if I'll use it on the same location, okay, so let me put where get ch so that I can show you the screen for a while, otherwise it will be very quick. Alt R. Now it is not available. If I'll press enter, now it is available. So it has done the XOR operation between the image available within the memory and the available on the screen. So pixel values are done. Okay. Now fine. Now let's come up with the not put. Now if I will, let's say here only, if I'll change the values, because earlier your object was available at this stage, also the your object is available inside the memory. Okay, and it is also available, if I comment it down, at this stage the object is available in the memory and the object is available on the screen at the 6060. Now if I change it by, let's say, 150 and 90, I want to put it on another location. So what it will do, it will do the XOR between the location at 150 90 within that area. So it has basically it has done the XOR operation onto this location, okay, second rectangle location and the memory location. So that is made available on the screen. Okay, but when I have chosen the 6060 here, so what it does, the XOR operation between the object available at this location. So at this location already a rectangle is available on the screen as well as inside the memory. So XOR operation will be performed here. So it is erased basically. So in this manner it is working. Fine. So when you will perform the not put operation, it will inverse it. So in this not put operation, if I'll perform, let's say at this location, so magenta has become green. Okay, fine. It has done the not operation of complete object. Once again, if I'll do the same, if I'll inverse it at the same location, then it will put it back. Put it back 100, 100, 200. Okay, so that is the case. Fine. Now let's see. I've drawn a rectangle now. Let's do certain movement within this rectangle. A rectangle is drawn. Image size is taken. Get image is, the rectangle is drawn over here. Okay. We are running down with the x value of 0 to 40. Okay. And at this L1 and L2 or what? It is defined here. That is L1 is 60, L2 is 60. So this is the location, means we can directly pass the values and we can play around with these coordinates. I'm trying to show you this. L1 and L2 means we can play around with these. At L1, that is at X location, we are adding 10 values. And how many times? That is 40. So what it will do, put image L1 at this location from the buffer, it will do the XOR put. One time it will be making this object available on the screen, then with a delay of 100 millisecond, then we will at the same location we are doing the XOR put. So one time it will be made available on the screen, next time when we will run the XOR put, it will erase it from the same location. Okay, then again it will iterate for the next 10 points ahead within L1, and it will check for the loop, that is up to 40 it will run. Then it will again rerun it. It will just do the XOR put at this location. It will be made available, then it will be erased. So it will keep on going. Okay. So let's see whether the see it is doing. If I want to see it is doing. So what I did from here, I erased it completely with one of XOR put operation. Now in here, first it will be made available, then with the delay of this it will be not available, then it will be available, then it will be not available. In this manner the put image will work. So I hope you are able to understand the working of these put image. What is the use of image size, what is the use of get image, what is the put image, what are the parameters we pass in these functions, and how we use it. Okay, and what are the different operations that can be performed within between the pixel values of image stored in the memory and the image available on the screen. So that is the case with put image. Okay, now you can implement these functions within a program that you have done earlier to rotate a ball in a circular motion. Okay, same logic can be applied as I have shown with the movement of a. So let's say if I draw a circle here, so what is going to happen? See, circle if I draw with the values of 80, 80, 80, 80. Okay, so that will lie within this region. Circle, that tries 100, should be on 20. Center position and radius. See, now the circle is also moving in a horizontal direction. Fine. So in this manner, you can animate the objects. Okay, using image size, get image, and put image function. Let me show you another example if it is available with me. It is the same program. So instead of showing you the program, I think I should leave this program on you. Okay, so that will be better, so that you can work with that program. Should leave the program with you to work on this. That is simply, this will be the work for you, that rotate a ball in a circular motion that you have done earlier by hiding the circle and showing the circle one at a time. Now you will perform it using the put image, get image, and resize function. Okay, I have shown you, I have given you the idea theoretically how the operations perform in put image. So this is the end of the lecture. In the next lecture, I will try to cover up. I'll try to cover up very important topic, that is mouse handling. So thank you all.